Hey guys, I'm here to answer some Twitter questions. So first up, Attila Pop. What do you think? What is your team's biggest weakness right now? And if there are, do you think you can solve them as a team? I would say our biggest weakness right now is like inexperience on stage, because we are doing really well in practice, but sometimes we just cannot translate it to the stage. So I think the best way to solve it is to just play more and get more experienced. Rage Pain, what are your thoughts on the current state of top lane? Do you agree with Odoamne that top lane is mostly about tanks, especially Ornn, and that carry champs are not optimal right now? Since you already played the Camille and GP, will we see more carry champs? I would say the top lane is in a different state as Odoamne describes, because I personally believe there's like a lot of carry champs you can play, and I would say it even evolves a lot around the carry champs, because if you manage to snowball one, they can just get out of control really fast, and I personally prefer to play the Camille and GP, but if like it's like different playstyle for different teams, so it just comes down to personal preference, but I would say it's in a good state and all champs are like playable, all types of champs. Ariane Deckert asks, what was your most memorable moment in the LCS? I would say, if you ask like in the whole 3 years for like LCS and stuff, I would say the moment where I got the MVP award was like very emotional for me and memorable. But if it comes down to like matches, I would say the Fnatic match where we fought as UL against Fnatic for like a very long time, 40 minutes, and there were 3 Nexus rushes from them that we defended one by one, and then we ended up closing out the game with like last auto attack on the Nexus. So it was a really intense game, and I think like all of us that played it will remember it as like one of the most memorable moments of our careers. Nova G asks, do you prefer tank or carry meta on top lane? Yeah, as basically I mentioned before, I prefer the carry meta, and I prefer to play carry champs, and they are just much more fun to play, so I think that's the way to go. Tom von Riva asks, which non-meta top laner would you like to play on the LCS stage? I would say Irelia. She was my all-time favorite. Like I used to one-trick her and be like one of the best Irelias around, but sadly her state is not so good right now. However, I would really like her to be meta again. Bernadette Pal, what do you think is the most important for you to be able to bring your A game? Yeah, this is an interesting question, because this differs for a lot of people, how to get into your most focused state, and I think it's something you need to find out for yourself. But for me, it includes like a lot of rest, good food, good sleep, and when I feel like really energetic as well coming into a game, then that's where I can like pull off my 100%. So if I feel like something is off, I really try to improve on it really fast, like just sleep a bit more, get a coffee if I need a bit more energy, and things like that can improve on this. ACD asks, how do I stop myself from yelling at my jungler? Well, you just don't yell at him. Like, poor guy is doing his job as well and is trying to play the game. So usually junglers have a good idea on what they want to do too. And if they do something that you don't like, well, it just happens and you fought differently. But I think like sometimes junglers would love to yell at the laners as well, because they don't follow up on the ganks or do something wrong. So it goes like the both ways. Oscar Melby asks, who is the best top laner in EU right now except you? I would say Wunder from G2 is one of the best, and same goes for Alphari. I would rate these 2 top laners as the highest, and I think they are the ones that their team play around a lot as well, because they play carry champs, and they can be trusted with carrying if they get ahead, so I would say those 2. Tim asks, how good is your German? What did you learn over the last few years in Berlin about Germany? Mein Deutsch, sehr gut. So yeah, it's quite fine. Like I learned it a lot in school, and I actually didn't learn too much in the past years about Germany. I think this was mostly about gaming, and even though I had like German people in my team, I never spoke with them in German, so I didn't improve too much. It's just my school knowledge that I had like before. I studied for 8 years that I'm still using. Lotso Tommy asks how you can keep yourself motivated after so many League of Legends years. Well, basically, I feel like I still haven't achieved what I wanted to achieve. So the motivation to achieve this remains like over the years, and I just feel like much more comfortable right here where I am in Schalke, and it's like also a new start for me. It was a new start, and it's just really motivating to keep playing because I enjoy the game as well, and I want to reach my goals by the end of the year or like in the future years, depending on how much I want to keep playing. Silman Valentin asks if there is a battle between Old and New Poppy, who would win? I think Old Poppy would win that pretty easily because you just ult the other Poppy and deal a lot of increased damage while being immune to every other damage and CC from other champions, so that would be quite one-sided battle, but both of them has their up and downs, that's for sure. Luca G2 Perks asks how to beat Titan in Age of Mythology. I would say you actually have to be good at the game and a bit smart as well, so first up it's good to start with a bit lower levels and then slowly go up, and yeah, especially for you, Luca. What's your favorite chess opening? Slyfar asks. Well, when I was playing chess, I was usually just doing some random start, and I developed from there. I was very lazy when it came down to learning chess openings, so I had 2 openings. I didn't even know their names. I was just playing them in every situation, and since I was playing only those, I was like an expert at both, and yeah, that's how I was doing. Linus Paul asks, where do you think Schalke will be at the end of spring split? Will Vitality still be first place? Well, I would expect us to be reaching playoffs, and we will see what we can achieve after. Obviously, I would aim for like the highest spot, but that may not come true. We will see. It depends a lot on us and how much we can improve over the weeks. But I think Vitality will not be the first place because they are a good team, they are really aggressive and play good on stage. But I think if they get into a losing streak or something, this like hype and motivation that they have right now, as new members of the LCS as well, is just gonna fade away really fast, and they won't be able to keep it up throughout the whole split. Stefan Koch asks, what do you do outside of the game? I mean, Berlin offers a lot. Not too much right now. We occasionally go out to do something, like we just went to laser tag, for example, and we eat at some restaurants sometimes. But other than that, as professional gamers, we hardly even have like free time to do anything else besides gaming. Like especially in the everyday life, it's just all about gaming. You wake up, you play, you go sleep, and you repeat it. So it's a bit hard to do anything. Hassan Kaya asks, what was your favorite meal in Hungary and what is it now when you are in Germany, Berlin? I would say that a good pörkölt is always one of the best Hungarian dishes, and it was like one of my favorites. And it still haven't changed ever since I came to Germany, but if I had to say something good from the German cuisine, I'm not too big of a fan. I would just go to a Japanese restaurant or something and eat some sushi rather than to like go to German places. Punk Benjamin Antal asks, Chachi, have you ever thought about what are you going to do after quitting being a professional gamer? Will you go back to uni or try to find a job LOL related, like being a coach, caster, or even a professional streamer? But until then, I wish you the best and hope you will make it to the Worlds. Thank you very much. Yes, obviously I thought about this as well, and I came to the conclusion that I will just decide when the time comes because it's such a difficult decision to make. But all these are like options, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, and hope you cheer us on against the game versus G2 in the LCS. And also, if you are at it, just please subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, and we will produce some more awesome content. So yeah, see you next time.